What is something your housemates don't know about you?
I shagged a 25-year-old girl who's engaged, looking to be married in the next week.
Why wouldn't you tell your roommates, bro? Jokes aside, you gotta be careful out there. These women will have 5 boyfriends while married. In many cases, it can be extremely dangerous for you, especially if the man gets emotional when she gets caught. Stay smart, it's not worth it.
Let's say your boyfriend was going to the strip club 2 times a week. Would you have an issue with that?
Yeah, because I feel like that's already an unspoken rule in a relationship. You don't go into the strip club.
Well, you shouldn't go to bars and clubs when you're in a relationship.
Is that an unspoken rule?
I mean, yeah, it is.
It kind of is.
Common sense.
You shouldn't really be partying with your single female friends, or single friends for that matter, if you're in a relationship.
What is the positive ROI?
Well, you guys are older.
Well,
maybe that's what you think in your own dating life, but we're young. That's not how it works for us.
She's 20 and she agrees with us. She's younger than you.
Okay.
So that your entire argument just went down the toilet.
Women.
What's the roguest thing you've ever done?
Once my ex-boyfriend took a video of me giving a blow in the headmaster's office.
Did anyone find out?
Yeah, it went around the whole school.
It's crazy how open people are about their personal sexual life. Not only open, but proud of being a degenerate. This is your average college chick.
Men don't leave women because they're like ugly. They leave them because they get lazy, like overall.
It's because they're nagging him. That's what.
If that is really true, then how come Leonardo DiCaprio always want to hook up with women like super young?
Because everyone in his age bracket has too much baggage.
Because he can.
Society views women as most beautiful when they're like.
No, but what? No. Not the cap. Why are we shaming him? Why are we shaming the girls who want to date him in the first place? They're willfully lighting up his d. You ain't got a problem with those girls.
It's because he's famous, he's rich, and they're all going out for clout.
And all the women know that.
I just think it's awkward that he's dating women like 20.
I mean, well,
you have literally got a bunch of sugar daddies who are fucking you for money. How is this any different?
Because it's different. Because it's for money. Because it's for money.
heaven forbid men are attracted to women when they are at their peak physical attractiveness and their peak fertility. Shut up.
You alright? Is that okay if I sit here? Your knee looks really comfortable.
No.
No? Oh.
Imagine if a guy was doing that to a woman. The cops would be there in 5 minutes, but apparently it's cool to rub your stinky booty on a man even if he doesn't want it. Hashtag feminism and hashtag me too.
Do you have a gun?
I have a license to have a gun. Yes, I do.
Do you own one?
Yes, I do.
Do you use it? Gun range?
It's none of your business. It's really none of your business. I have a license to have a gun.
Gun control?
What are you talking about?
Or
you
stronger background checks.
Yes, I have a gun. Excuse me. Yes, I have a gun. And yes, I have a permit to have a gun.
Stronger background checks. What about that? Is there any steps that you would take to make it harder to get a gun in this country?
Once you get into that, you start getting into a situation, the slippery slope, where all of a sudden you're going to really violate the Second Amendment. I don't want to do anything to violate the Second Amendment. To me, the Second Amendment is very important.
I can't remember where I heard it, but somebody had said, when a girl really likes a guy, it's like her favorite restaurant. It's like you eat there and you're like, oh my gosh, I love that place. I can't wait to go again.
Yep.
When a guy goes, he eats his favorite burger. And it's like, oh my gosh, that was so good, but I'm full now. I don't want any more. Like, I'm done. I'm content.
True.
So it's like, girls look at it as like, I can't wait to go back. Guys are like, I'm good for right now. Like, surface level, I don't need any more right now. Like,
that's so true.
It's the same thing with like physical stuff. It's like when a guy's done with whatever actions he's doing with a girl, he's just like,
it's done and over.
Don't touch me. I'm like I got what I wanted.
Exactly.
I got the burger.
What are you even talking about? This is some blue pill word salad that doesn't even make sense. Personally, I'd eat 2 burgers and cuddle afterwards.
Only women can get periods. Well, I think it's a little bit non-inclusive of people who are non-binary.
I am a woman. I was not born a woman. Saying that only women can get periods, men cannot get periods, it excludes a lot of people.
There's a difference between sex and gender. If you look it up, you can find that anywhere. Sex, yes. Sex, only people with the female sex can have birth, give periods, but that does not make them a woman.
What?
Men can give birth if they were born a female. They still got the parts. If they identify as a male, but they still have the female anatomy, then they still can get pregnant. They can still have periods. They still have to go through the same struggles that women do. They just identify as a male.
I agree. I agree. That's biology.
Hi.
Can I help you?
My name is Zaid. I got kicked out of my dorm. Can I sleep over? I have a pillow.
No, I'm sorry. Am I supposed to know you?
It looks nice inside.
Yeah, it is, but no. I'm so sorry.
Cuddle season? No? Oh. Yo.
I have an air mattress.
Oh my god, that's perfect. Yes. That's perfect. Let's go.
This guy has that delayed riz, really though. Very strange situation, and even more strange that she invited him in. College women really do be that easy, huh?
An update on the 31-year-old Colorado woman who gave birth to a child fathered by a 13-year-old boy. Released on a plea deal to serve no jail time. Many people wanted to know whether or not the boy will be held liable for child support. First, here's what happened. Andrea Serrano knew the boy and became somewhat of a mother figure to him. So much so that the boy started calling her mom, and he began living with her for a while. At some point, she began having sex with the 13-year-old and became pregnant. Charges were filed and the case progressed, with the prosecutor deciding to charge her with incest instead of the expected sexual assault charge, because in Colorado, just establishing a mother or father-like relationship is enough to claim incest, which comes with no mandatory minimum jail time. This also took a judge's approval. Along with the plea deal, Serrano was released on a $70,000 bond last year after 2 additional charges of breaking the provisions of a restraining order. She most likely will have to register as a sex offender, but will be allowed to be in public. The length of her probation will be decided this coming May. The boy's biological mother expressed anger about the situation and the judge, and has been fighting to take custody of the baby from Serrano. This has left many people asking if the boy will eventually have to pay child support, and the answer is, it's very legally possible. In many cases, even a man within what was a consenting relationship, who later finds out that a child isn't biologically his, is still held liable to pay child support for the rest of the child's non-adult years. Here's why. Courts use precedent that decided that while victims of even rape have rights, they now also have responsibilities. While much of the public confuses child support as some sort of penalty or punishment, in reality, that's not what it's designed for at all. The courts see child support as a way to support the well-being of the conceived child and not making them yet another victim in the circumstance. In turn, if pursued, it's very possible this now 14-year-old victim may be paying for a child he created while being a child.